guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Love Spell, and we are continuing Enix's route. It has been a little while since I played the beginning of this, because after my hard drive crashed, I was like, I need to take some time, but then I was like, nope, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to start this game over, and then I realized that I could record Steam Prison, so I finished that in between the last part and this. So it's been like a week because I was busy trying to bust that out and get that so that could go up because, we were behind on that and I lost the 10 episodes. So, also, Color X Malice Unlimited came out and I wanted to get some of that done. So, anyway. So here we are. It's been a while. I don't quite remember exactly where we were. I think didn't we tell him to get out because he was supposed to be tutoring us and we were like, and he was getting a little bitchy, like, not everybody says can have their dreams come true. Ugh! And he was being, I think a little bit jealous. I think it's a jealous thing, but anyway. This part I have never played before. I played the first 4 chapters, but this is all new for me. This is the only thing in the game from this point on will be new for me. Just his route. So, anyway. I can't help but jump as one of my classmates quickly runs up to me with an excited grin. Spacey, did you hear the news? I mean, of course you probably heard, but sheesh, how could you not tell anyone? What are you talking about? What news? Slow down a sec. Jeez, your hair's all over the place, That Enix and Isla are dating? That's new. That news, girl? Everyone's talking about it. I hear my pencil drop to the floor as I look up in disbelief at the excited face of one of my classmates. What on earth are you talking about? Enix and Isla aren't dating. Where did you hear that? You keep that, honey. Oh my god! Don't tell me you didn't know either! Are you 3 like super close childhood friends or something? Well, apparently they confessed to each other at a fountain a few days ago and Isla officially broke the news today. Everyone's freaking out with all due reason. So they've been dating for a few years. And what crazy timing, right? With graduation happening less than a week away, too. Not gonna lie, though. I always thought you and Enix would end up together, but... Well, I guess not. Yeah, and I'm gonna think that he had feelings for us the whole time. But why wouldn't he tell us instead of telling her? Without being able to think, speak, or process what's happening, I feel my feet carry me out of the room. I run down the halls as fast as I can, to the only place I know I'll find the truth. The one place I'll find Enix. Tears well up in my eyes as I run faster and faster, shoving students, knocking over papers, getting yelled at by teachers, but I don't care. Nothing matters at this moment. Nothing. I pant loudly as I try to catch my breath, finally reaching the gym and the entrance to the school's baseball field. I look up and I feel my heart sink at the sight before me. It's not true. There's no way. Enix and Isla are holding hands on the field as the baseball team cheers around them. He looks so unhappy, though. That is not the face of someone who's happy in love. But, I mean, I guess that's kind of always his face. Enix motions for the team to stop their hollering, but Isla only giggles in joy at their incessant teasing. The chants get louder. Kiss her! Kiss her! Kiss her! Or kiss her! Kiss her! Kiss her! My vision begins to blur due to the amount of tears falling from my eyes. I feel like my heart's being ripped apart as I clutch my chest and watch Enix and Isla lean into each other. No! Enix, please don't! The cheering turns to hollering. As I watch their lips meet, I feel my heart shatter into pieces. Pieces I know that I'll never be able to put back together. It's okay, we'll go fuck our professor at the end of this game, it'll be fine. I slowly open my eyes to find myself in my bedroom. I rub them as a dull pain throbs in my heart. Look, there's always some other kind of magic. You think Isla had like a weird magic spell, too? Like, we have a spell book, but do you think maybe she had some kind of creepy spell? Because I'm just saying, that kind of seemed to come out of nowhere. It's not like, oh, they kind of, like, we went to a different college and he went to the same college as her and then they hung out more and then they started dating. It's like, oh, you guys are dating now. They started dating right before graduation. You know what I mean? So, but then that's also weird because in the very beginning of this, she's like, oh, you guys are right dating now. I never congratulated you properly. You didn't see your supposed best friends for 2 weeks before graduation or then ever after? Like the whole summer, nothing? Doesn't that seem a little fucking odd? So, I don't know. You idiot. Why bring up that past now? What good has it ever done you? The past. Despite saying this, tears begin to form in my eyes, and I can do nothing to stop them. From the corner of the room, a small little penguin watches me with a worried expression. A few days later, I sit on my couch staring at my TV with tired eyes as I lifelessly skip through channel after channel. Suddenly, a flashy news report comes on the screen. Oh my god, Isla and her family are dead. Here we are at the grand opening of 8-Bit Lives, the interactive virtual reality video game exhibit. Whoops, wow. Thought I was gonna say exhibition, and I went exhibit. I started saying exhibition because that's where I thought I was going. Anyway, exhibit that's currently touring the country and helping people all over the world relive their childhood. Virtual reality video game exhibit? What's this about? Various video game companies have partnered up with tech titans to bring to life this revolutionary exhibit, which immerses you in familiar 3D worlds, all using VR technology. Let me guess, he wanted to design games and stuff was probably what his dream was. You know, or like the stories he wrote. It was either wanted to design video games or wanted to write stories. His parents like, that's all childish and stupid. Probably video games. Like, everybody thinks video games are childish and stupid. We all fucking play, like, look, I'm old, okay? But I know people my own just, oh, video games all the time. Oh, like, no. You know, most people, it's a weird divide in video games. Like, look, if you're gonna sit there and play fucking solitaire on your phone, it counts! You like it too. Shut up. And we all had Snake on our first cell phone. Because that was the only thing we could get. The exhibit even features live musical performances taking place as you literally walk through some of the most famous games in history. It's a true must-see experience for any gaming fan out there. That would be kind of fucking fun. Wow! It seems like so much fun! I'd love to go. But I bet all the tickets are way beyond sold out at this point for an event like that. I sigh as I turn off the TV, glancing hopefully at my phone. No new messages. Of course. Why would he even message me in the first place? Not like I'm anyone special. This one speaks to my heart because it makes me feel sad, and that just feels like life. Master, are you feeling better? I raise my head to see a familiar little penguin peering worryingly into my face. Yes, Philia, I'm sorry for worrying you. It must make your job really difficult, huh?
No, that's not true at all. Philia's job is to help you experience love and, well, this is a normal part of it.
The depression that comes with it,
Just because two people love each other doesn't mean they don't fight or get angry at each other. It's quite the opposite, actually. They fight because they care about each other. Just like you and Mr. Enix do.
Philia, spell or no spell, he doesn't love me. He never has. At least, not in the way I love him. You and I both know that at this point.
Wrong! I have proof!
Philia grins as she waddles up on the couch and confidently beams at me. Deep, deep, deep. The happy fucking music is amazing. I love it. I feel like I'm kind of in a circus, but it's not like creepy circus music. It's like better, but like it still like feels a little circuit. Like there's something like, you know, just feel like, I don't know.
When Master was feeling all mopey the last few days, Philia went over to Mr. Enix's house to find something that would cheer you up. They stole his underwear!
It's fucking weird, Philia. Okay, you broke into Enix's house? Did he see you? Philia, you can't just go breaking into other people's houses like that. To turn my volume down a little. Okay, sorry. Not that way.
worry. Other mortals besides my current master can't see me unless they're like a wizard or something. But I don't think that's the case here.
Oh, we could put it right. Boop.
Anyway, I found this! I prove that Mr. Enix is madly in love with you!
Philia brings out an old, worn notebook she was hiding behind her back and lays it on my lap. It's going to look suspicious when he busts in and we're reading it. My eyes widen as I stare at the cover. This is...
If Mr. Enix didn't love Master, then why would her name be all over this notebook of his? Huh? Philia will not be fooled that easily. He must have written it when he was terribly heartbroken the last few days. His heart was crying out in pain and he took to pen and paper to write out his sorrows of love. Très romantique!
That I could at least say. I can't help but let out a genuine laugh as I grab the tattered notebook. Philia, you dummy! This is a notebook from when we were kids. Inside it was a story for a video game that Enix and I created together. Okay, so it was video games. There we go. We even worked on it for years, and back then... Oh, we even worked on it for years and years back then. Of course my name is in it.
Oh! Oopsies.
Oh my god, we can put another little kitty cat! Okay. Aliens, evil cat lord, Enix, you. Oh, it says you. I love that. That's so cute. Oh my god. I smile fondly as I turn the notebook's old pages and see the terrible handwriting of two hyperactive 7-year-olds. Each page is lined with ideas for a story that we had both promised to make in a video game one day. The aliens come here too. From a cast of characters to monsters and bosses, even outlines of swords and weapons, we dreamed up an entire world together. But he still has this. As I turn the pages, my eyes widen. Oh my god, wow. Look at the spider. Spider going there. More detailed drawings and notes began appearing, ones I wasn't familiar with. I realized the date on each page now jumped to years later from when we first started the notebook. He continued it. Jungle loved guardians. Lol, she hates these. Concept. Does that say Enix by the fucking chicken thing? It's supposed to be a peacock? Strange. Magic tattoo. Oh my god, he's like... That's so cool. I turn more and more pages and the drawings grow more detailed. More notes and outlines peek out behind them. Little grasshopper one down there. Oh, I'll never give up on our dream. Is this like coffee stains or tears? Suddenly, I turn to one page and my heart somersaults. Is this me? Ear hat. It's an ear cuff. On the last page, there's a sketch of me smiling. A note below the drawing labels the date to be about a week before our high school graduation. The caption next to the drawing reads, "I'll never give up on our dream." But you started dating like 2 weeks before graduation, but yet a week before graduation you were thinking about me. That seems weird. I'm really curious how this happened. I'm sure that's part of the mystery, right? You know? I turn to the next page, but find that they all go blank after that. He gave up because we gave up on him. I mean, I'm assuming that after we found out they were dating, like we stopped talking to him. And like both of them, you know what I mean? Because again, why would we have to go up to them and be like, oh yeah, you're dating now, I guess congratulations, if they've been dating since high school. You know what I mean? So, unless that was just like a slip of the plot, you know what I mean? Like, whoops, that wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, what? It just all suddenly stops. Oh, damn. It wasn't fast enough. As I close the notebook, I can't help but hold it tightly to my chest. This notebook, it's years of effort and dedication, all for that one dream. How can he possibly say he doesn't remember it now? Because it hurts him to think about? Because it was a dream of us together and then, like, we stopped being friends, I guess. Or maybe we didn't really stop being friends, but we kind of drifted apart because he was dating Isla, you know? Since early in our lives, Enix and I always shared the same love of video games. We could get lost in all the stories we embarked on, all the characters we met, all the worlds we discovered together. We're so gonna fall in love, get married, and make video games together. It's gonna be beautiful. During the toughest parts of our lives, we always had each other and the games that inspired us to dream and keep going on no matter what. The very same games that brought us together. Isla was never much of a fan, but Enix and I, the afternoons we would spend together as kids just laughing and playing, making up our own stories until our parents had to drag us home. Thinking back on it now, those were the times I remember Enix smiling the brightest. I know he still remembers the dream we made, and if he doesn't, I'll make him remember it. Just as I think this, my doorbell rings. I peek out through the door and see no one. As I'm about to head back in, I see a small tub of strawberry ice cream on the floor and a note. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's my peace treaty offer. P.S. I ran out of your favorite, but I hope this will do. E. Oh, what a sweetheart. Look, I'm not a fan of how he babies us and treats us like we're an idiot, but he's still kind of fucking adorable. I'm not gonna lie. I can't help but smile as I pick up the small tub of ice cream and glance at Enix's closed door. A small but firm feeling of determination fills my heart as I clutch the tub of ice cream. I'll definitely make you remember that dream, Enix. More than anything, I just want you to be happy again. Even if you do choose to abandon that dream, I want you to do it with a smile on your face. I won't give up until then. As I close the door, an idea suddenly hits me. Philia, I need your help.
Yes, Master!
Can you teach me some magic?
What kind of magic?
Money magic!
I can just get you tickets.
Man, I want a fucking an invisible magic penguin to teach me money magic. Motherload. Looks at bank account. Still not enough! Doesn't work, god damn it! Sims cheats don't work at life. The next evening, I don't even have a little fucking witch hat that I can just put on my head to make myself feel better. I actually do somewhere. It's probably my Halloween decorations. It's a little witch hat and a headband, but I want a little purple witch hat that I can wear all the time, not one that's black and orange that's obviously for Halloween only. As I walk towards a giant convention center, I can spot posters popping up with mascots from some of my favorite video games. I look over at Enix to see him visibly shaking with excitement. We managed to get him out? Spacey, this is incredible. How on earth did you get tickets to this thing? We were completely sold out months ago. You want to know how I know that? Because I emailed the event coordinators like 3 times a day, every day for like 4 months, and they still wouldn't budge. Heartless jerks. He's such a nerd. Well, I had help from a very magical, cheese-loving penguin. Okay, so you don't plan on telling me. That's cool. I just still can't believe we're actually going to see this. I'm so hyped. It's been years since I've seen you this excited. You know? You look like a little kid on Christmas morning. Leave me alone. Don't make me self-conscious now. Cute. As we enter the line for the exhibit, we can't help but marvel at the giant technological setup from the outside. We're informed by a poster that the entire building has replaced its inside walls with future-scale projector screens. With full-scale, wow, what the hell. Full-scale projector screens. I can't read. We know this. We can't help but point and laugh as we watch people cheer and interact with mascots, characters, and cosplayers from their favorite games throughout the reception area. A staff member hands us our headsets and motions us toward a group heading into an exhibit room. I don't know why I keep wanting to say exhibition, even though it clearly says exhibit, but my brain keeps wanting to read exhibition. Like heading into an exhibition hall, but like an exhibit room. We're going into an exhibit room. That's a word. That's a thing. I don't know why my brain can't process it. Anyway, heading into an exhibit room, Enix and I playfully nudge each other as we quickly walk towards our destination, excitement visible in our faces. A guide brings us to an expansive room and ushers us to put on our headsets. Enix and I snap a quick, goofy photo before we turn to face the announcer and the lights begin to dim. I want to see that fucking goofy-ass photo. A voice in our headset begins to count down as lights begin to appear in our field of vision. This is cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suddenly, the whole room disappears before us, and in its place, we're immersed in front of an impressive-looking 3D castle. I'm so excited it made me yawn. I'm a little tired, but I can't help but beam in awe as everyone around the room begins to clap and cheer around us. Whoa! This is so cool! I know it's like just the background in a video game, but like it's like, ooh, it's supposed to be like virtual reality, and you're like, oh, it's so cool. I'm immersed. What'd you just drop? Probably bread. This is absolutely amazing. To think they utilized VR technology to literally bring this place to life. Floored, man. Floored. Oh my god. Enix, look. It's changing. It's changing. People began to cheer and yell as the 3D world around us changes into a dark medieval castle. Could you just imagine running around in this with your friend? Oh my god, this would be fucking amazing. Even by yourself, but like, you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend, like the two of them. Oh! It's like a romantic date in a medieval world. Slaying dragons or whatever we do in the, I don't know. Yo! I recognize this! This is Dracula's castle from that one vampire game! Manorvania or something, right? Spacey, you might see a grown man cry today. And that grown man might be me. Okay. Look, okay. Right now I forgive you for ever acting like we were too dumb to exist. I know you were just panicked because something could have happened to us and you were being overbearing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I forgive you for because like right now this is fucking adorable and yeah, okay. Alright. You dumb fanboy! Don't cry! This is way too cool to cry over! Man, I'm one hell of a damn weeb and I love it! As the background begins to change again, a familiar melody begins to play out through the room.
The mountain could wear the hat.
I can't help but gasp as I turn to Enix, knowing it's his favorite game of all time, The Tale of Link. Suddenly, a 3D knight dressed in green, holding a giant sword appears. He rides through a village on a great brown stallion with a castle glowing on the horizon. Enix, did you see that? It was him! Your hero! Spacey, don't look at me right now. No, Enix, you big dummy! Don't cry! Let's go! We gotta explore everything! As if it were the most natural feeling in the world, I take his hand in mine as we move throughout the virtual space. My cheeks start to hurt from smiling and laughing as we explore the interactive worlds appearing around us. Woo! This is fun. Among a sea of smiles, laughter, wonder, and amazement, I relish the feeling of being next to Enix as I watch him enjoy himself to the fullest. Your girlfriend wouldn't do this with you because she sucks. I think she tricked you. I think she has a spell on you. And as he shoots me another smile, another genuine smile, I know in my heart, among all the wonders happening around us, that smile of his is the most wonderful of all to me. He's beautiful when he's moody, but... Eventually, the exhibit comes to an end and our headsets turn off. The staff encourages us to chat and take pictures among several posters and interactive decor in another part of the room. No way! They even 3D printed out the stone and the legendary sword! Oh! Enix, take a picture of me trying to pull the sword out and then I'll take one of you! Come on! We laugh and take funny photos together as we browse the rest of the room and enjoy the remainder of the exhibits.
Oh my god, that's so lame, and I can't believe you went with her.
I'm just imagining Isla when she finds out, because somehow she's going to get these pictures, right? As we finally leave out through the entrance, it's quite late and the crowds have significantly died down. Enix looks up at a giant marketing poster on a display of his favorite game and reaches his hand out almost as if to touch it. He's always been your favorite, right? I stand next to him, watching him wear a proud smile on his face as he looks up at the artwork. Look at how, just the look on his face is just adorable. Yeah, and this story really influenced me a lot growing up. It gave me courage in some really dark times and made me smile when I didn't think I'd ever smile again. It's really special to me. I'm sure you know that feeling too, right? Of course. I feel the same way about Miss Moon. She taught me there's a superhero inside all of us, including myself. We really are alike, huh? You and I. Is that such a bad thing? My heart squeezes as I feel a hand ruffle my hair, and I look over to see Enix smiling at me. It's the best thing in the world to me, Spacey. A moment of silence takes place as only the sound of the evening breeze is heard. I play with the ends of my hair for a few seconds before taking a deep breath, mustering up all the courage I can gather. Did you really forget about that dream of ours? Silent seconds turn into minutes. I bite my lip, fearing I may have stepped on a still open wound. Just as I get ready to apologize. Of course not. Not for a single moment. Just like I haven't ever forgotten you. Huh? Oh, so romantic. It hurts. You've got a girlfriend. We hate her. She's a bitch. It's like, you've got a girlfriend. She's our friend, but we hate her, so it's not really a friend. Enix looks at me, and it feels as if he's staring right into my heart. His expression makes me feel as if he's waiting for my answer. What should I do? Kiss him. Confess. Stays like, confess! Kiss him. There was an option to kiss it, and did we do that in this one? We might have. The first time I played it, I remember being like, kiss him, and then the ad came up, and I was like laughing my ass off. I think we did. I think we chose that new. She's like, what am I doing? It was worth it. Because I always do that. What should I do? Kiss him! And that option never comes up until that time. This game knew me in advance. Knew exactly what I was saying every single time I play this. Any game. I feel my heartstrings tug as a wave of courage washes over me. I can feel him flinch as I slowly take his hand in mine, commanding his attention. Enix, the truth is, all of this time I actually...
Mommy! Mommy, come quick! It's a legendary hero! I found him!
Fucking kid blocked. Fuck. We turn around and at the source of the excited screaming to see a little boy running towards the hero's poster at full speed. He screeches to a stop right in front of it. He stares up at the giant artwork with twinkling eyes.
Whoa! This is awesome! Mom, look! It's my hero! Just like in the game!
I can't really do that voice anymore because I gotta save it for Philia. It's kind of like her voice and it hurts and I'm screaming it loud and my neighbors probably hate me, but you know, fuck them. All I hear is bang, bang, bang. But I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. You just like replacing every fucking thing. You just stand there with a hammer. God, it's irritating. Every fucking day. I swear to God, for like months. Just weeks probably, but it just feels forever. A woman stands next to us with a proud smile tucking on her lips as she watches her son laugh. Enix suddenly kneels down next to the boy and grins at him. I'm sorry. Are you a fan of the hero, buddy?
Yeah! I'm his biggest fan! He's my favorite character ever!
Totally know how you feel. He's mine too. The mother laughs gingerly at the heartwarming display, and I can't help but smile at their wholesome interaction. A few moments later, Enix returns to my side and smiles at the mother. Our kids will hate games. Oh, my apologies, you two. It's just he loves this game more than he loves anything in the world, I promise you. No need to apologize, ma'am. We were just that same age, right, Spacey? Yeah, like 10 years ago. Okay, not quite, but... It's true, and here we are, years later. My eyes widen as I suddenly realize the mother is crying. She's still staring at her son, but there's tears coming out of her eyes. Enix notices it too as he cautiously approaches her. Ma'am, are you alright? Oh, I'm fine, dear. Don't worry about me. And these are tears made of nothing but joy and sincere gratitude. You see, my son was very sickly when he was young. He was born with a lot of medical problems and spent most of his youth from hospital room to hospital room, asking why he wasn't like other kids his age. Oh, I get it. I see what's happening here. It's not just like, oh, little kid, like, yeah, me too. It's like, the video game saved his life. And that's going to make Enix be like, I could save people's lives. See? I get this. Good job, lady. Enix and I briefly exchange a worried look as we turn back to listen to her story. This is just telling you video games aren't stupid, okay? And it's okay to, like, need them sometimes. You know? Sometimes we need to play Atome games so we don't think that the world sucks. Even though the world sucks. You know? It gives us faith in other humans, even though, you know, that's stupid. But, I mean, having faith in other humans, because human beings are awful. But, anyway. There came a point when I thought we might even lose him. He had to go through a major surgery at such a young age, and he was so afraid. And we all were. But then one day, my husband brought him this game as a gift. At first we thought he'd toss it aside, just like he'd done with his previous toys. But he didn't. He fell in love with it. He fell in love with the story and with the character of the hero so much that he vowed to be just like him. To others, and this might simply be a game, but to my son, it was the strength and courage he needed to keep on living. It was his light in his darkest hour. And we're standing there like, we get that, yo. Look, she's crying. Enix isn't gonna cry. He cries. Wait, he saw the 3D. I feel tears welling up in my eyes as I listen to the mother's heartfelt story. I look up at Enix to see him listening intently. I'm so grateful to the people who created this game, who created these characters, whom were able to inspire my son to keep fighting, to keep living. I told you this is where she was going. Bravo. To some, it may just simply be a game, a good pastime, but to me, it became my entire world. And it ended up giving me and my family the most beautiful gift of all, hope. Now my son says his dream is to create a game that will inspire others just like this one did him when he grows up. Tears spill from my eyes as I turn to look at Enix. I can't make out his expression as he turns away. No, he's like, I was gonna go be a doctor and, like, save lives, but I think I'm gonna create video games and save lives. Look, it's kind of funny because you're like, so instead of being a doctor and actually saving lives, you're gonna create video games and, like, hope maybe it saves someone's life. I mean, okay. The doctor could actually save someone's life. But the thing is, if you're not happy being a doctor, you're not going to be the best doctor who saves all the lives. You're going to be like, yeah, mediocre doctor who just, like, doesn't give a fuck. And you shouldn't be a doctor if you don't want to be a doctor, okay? Like, no, don't do it. So, for Enix, he'd get more joy, happiness out of creating games that could potentially just make people happy. As opposed to, yeah, I'm a doctor and maybe I'll save a life, but I don't care about it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but it is a little ironic that, like, this game saved his life. I mean, I'm sure the doctors had something to do with it, but some of it's on the patient too, you know. I'm trying to save you! Yeah, but I'm giving up! Stop! You know? But I think it's just a funny juxtaposition. Like, that's so beautiful, ma'am. Thank you for sharing a story with us. Of course, dear. Thank you for listening. The young boy runs up to his mom again and towards us. I'm not tired, but I am. I don't know.
Mommy, thank you for taking me here. I'm so happy. I can't wait to make a game one day just like this one.
Should have a different voice for the kid. What I do next surprises even me. Without thinking, I kneel down next to the boy and smile. Did you know that boy right there has the same dream you do? He wants to make video games too. He loves them with all his heart, just like you do.
What? No way! Really, mister? You're gonna make games too?
I I was gonna be a doctor. That's stupid! Go make games! You gotta live your dreams. If your dream is to be a doctor, and you're good at it, live your dreams. If your dream is to make video games, go live your dreams. Don't, like, you know what I mean? But again, I just find it a little ironically funny. Like, gonna do the noble thing of it. Like, I'm not making fun of people who make video games, because, like, hi, this shit is hard. I can't fucking do it, and I appreciate people who make games. Because, like, and, like, Enix would probably be happier and better at making video games and helping people that way than being a doctor when he doesn't give a fuck about it. But it is still a little ironic, isn't it? Yep. He wrote an amazing story about a group of brave heroes traveling through all sorts of different worlds and going on an exciting adventure together.
That is so cool! Mister, I can't wait to play your game one day!
And then I hope you'll look forward to it, buddy. Laughter echoes throughout the night as we spend some time together with our new small friend. Well, we got kid blocked, but, you know, hey, maybe we got Enix to admit his love for the thing. Boop. After leaving the grounds of the convention center, we decide to head home for the night. I look over at Enix as he walks beside me, staring at the ground, seemingly lost in thought. He's been oddly quiet ever since we ran into the young child and his mother. What should I do? Say something. Kiss him. I swallow hard, gathering my courage as I turn to him. It's kind of what we were going to confess to. I swallow hard, gathering my courage, and I turn to him. Hey. As we stare at each other wide-eyed, we can't help but laugh at our coincidence. Sorry, you were saying? Nah, you go first. I can't help but cast my gaze down as I look for the right words. Enix, I just want to ask you one thing. If you can answer it truthfully, I promise I won't ever bother you again about it. What is it? He says this, but his eyes tell me he already knows what I'm going to say. That needs to swing. Do you really want to become a doctor? Not even a little bit. I knew it. Then, do you, still really want to give up on your dream of making games? At this, Enix lets out a deep sigh. God, I cannot. Okay. He turns around as he digs his hands through his hair before turning back around with an annoyed expression. You're really making this hard for me, you know that? What? Up until the moment I saw you again, I really thought I had everything planned out. I thought I finally had my life under control. I had my goals set, I had my choices made, and everyone around me finally liked them. I thought I could eventually learn to like them too. But then you came along. Oh, but then you come along. As he says this, his tone grows serious. Expecting another scolding, I look down as I see that he's walking towards me. You come along and bring up the past. You bring up old emotions and feelings I thought I'd finally gotten rid of after all this time. Like love for me? Emotions that I thought I had finally buried away and moved on without. I avert my gaze as he comes to a stop right in front of me. Slowly, he lifts my chin to look up at him, and my breath hitches. You make me realize how much of a damned idiot I was to think that I could ever live without them in the first place. Oh, to think I could ever live without you, Spacey. Oh, God. Jesus. My mind goes blank. The only sounds I can make out is my heart beating louder than I've ever heard in my life. I'm unable to think, to speak. I can only watch as Enix's face grows closer to mine. He cups my cheek and I can feel tears prickle in my eyes from the intense emotions running through me, but I'm unable to look away. Our foreheads touch briefly, but he keeps leaning into me. I watch his eyes close as I slowly start to close mine if we get fucking kiss blocked. A soft whisper escapes my lips as I say his name. And just as our lips are barely inches apart, his phone rings. God fucking damn it! My lies, my regrets. Oh my god! We got confession blocked, we got kiss blocked. Jesus! I throw a baseball in the air and watch as it falls back down to land in my hand. I repeat the action several times before eventually stopping, heaving a deep sigh. Spacey's face and voice sneak back into my mind after the events from last night replay over again in my head. Ooh, I was about to kiss her, goddammit. As Spacey softly whispers my name, I almost lose all control. I watch her eyes flutter closed and she stays still as I near my lips to hers. My heart's pounding, but my head isn't thinking. All I see is her. All I feel is her. But my phone's obnoxious ringing sends both of us back into cold reality. I close my eyes and scowl as I pull away from Spacey. I know exactly who's calling me. I step back, pulling out my phone and stare at the caller ID for a few moments in contemplation. Answer her. I look up at her in surprise. She knows who it is, too. Guilt impales me like a spear as I watch her quickly turn away from me, her figure shaking. She doesn't deserve this. I know that better than anyone. I grit my teeth, self-hatred coursing through my veins as I pick up the phone. Hey, Isla. Hey, honey. Hey, sweetie. Hey, you. It's more than halfway through. We've kept our hat. I'm very excited. In a moment of blind rage, I throw the baseball with force against my wall. It ricochets against the wood panels and knocks down a nearby frame, shattering it. I look over. It's a picture of me and Isla. I stare at it for a few moments before I let out a large sigh. Tear my hands through my hair and fall back onto the bed. Just what the hell am I doing? I'm in a committed relationship. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be feeling this way towards anyone else. Such a damn idiot. Yeah, you shouldn't have dated Isla in the first place, you jackass. But she's a bitch. I'd apologized to Spacey last night for my actions, but she didn't even look at me as I did. She just smiled and said it was fine. We both just got caught up in our emotions from the exhibit, and that it didn't mean anything. I felt my heart sink when she said that. But what else am I in any position to say? To feel? I sighed deeply for what must have been the millionth time today and decided to push everything out of my mind and take a shower. Phoenix shower CG? No? No? Not gonna. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. I wouldn't be able to handle that shit. After a hot shower, I feel somewhat more composed. I walk back into my room and look down at the glass mess on the floor, carefully kneeling down to grab the broken picture frame. There's a picture of Isla and I on our graduation day. Isla beams a giant smile next to me, wearing a fake one. Oh my god! We didn't need the CG! Huh! His little, hair look at his hair! I know it's just this is his after shower hair, but it still looks amazing. Little things like this. Look, I just like to see our boys in different outfits and in different states of their hair. I don't know why it's so fascinating, but it is. And I really appreciate it. Wait till we get to Florian. There was just one scene where it's slightly different, but it's different enough to make me fall on the floor. Well, that's because I love that motherfucker. So anyway, to think this was the week my whole life changed. Yeah, I think she put a spell on you. Because it just seems weird. But okay, we're going to get that now. I stare at my sweaty palms as I try to regulate my breathing. I look up to see my reflection in my locker's small mirror. There's hesitation in my eyes, but there's determination as well. Why are you asking her out? So I don't understand. Alright, this is it. There's no going back now. Today's the day I tell Spacey how I feel. This should have been... This hurts more! I say this, but I'm so damn nervous. I feel like I might throw up. Ugh. How the hell do people make this seem so easy? Those stupid shoujo mangas are a damn lie. I'd spent months, no years, building up the courage for what I was about to do. Confess my feelings to my best friend. You kind of knew. Like, I think we knew, and I think I said it before I was thinking it, like, I think he always loved, I think I said this before. He always loved us, we always loved him, but how the fuck did Isla get in there unless she has magic? How? I thought to myself that confessing to anyone is a stressful scenario, but even more so when it's someone I've basically known my whole life. And then she comes up, oh my god, I'm in love with you, and he's like, I'm in love with Spacey, and then somehow he ends up with her? Like, why would you be, oh, yeah, no, I don't feel the same. I guess because you confessed to me, I've got to accept you? That's not how it works. Someone I've loved my whole life. To think that I could lose my best friend and our friendship in the blink of an eye was just downright terrifying. It had kept me from taking action for years and years because I could only shudder at the mere thought of it. But I knew I couldn't go on any longer without telling her the truth about how I truly felt. I can do this, damn it. No chickening out this time. And whatever happens, happens. But I'll tell her today, for sure. This is not like a Little Mermaid moment where you heard this beautiful girl sing and then somebody else steals her the sea witch steals her voice and pretends to be a hot chick and then you think it's her and she puts a magic spell on you. That has to be it. I'm sorry, I glanced at a small charm swinging from my bag and recall Spacey's smiling face. She had stayed up all night making it when I told her I was nervous before a big baseball game. Oh my god, we're sickly adorable. Like us together, the two of us. I'll tell her she means the world to me. I jump out of my skin as I hear a locker slam next to me and reveal the face of one of my junior teammates. Oh, sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't think there was anything around. I thought you'd been outside watching the show. The show? What are you talking about? Yeah, didn't you know? Everyone's talking about it. The captain of the basketball team is confessing to that girl today. I think her name was Spacey? Heard she's never had a boyfriend before. Wonder how she'll take it. Oh my god. Isla knew what was happening. Captain? You okay? I feel my heart stop as I hear her name mentioned. I quickly slam my locker and grab my things before running out. Are you kidding? So then Isla said, and then you just went out with her because you thought we were going out with somebody else instead of talking to us? You idiot! You are the dumbest fucking human being on the planet! What a dumbass! Oh, he needs a good slap in the face. You treat us like we're too stupid to exist? You're too stupid to exist! You dumbass. I mean, it had to be this way for the game, but like, what a dumbass! I'm still mad at him for being a dumbass. Oh my god. Oh, the angst. The angst I feel over his dumbassery is not even real. Oh, it's totally real. It's not even funny. Jesus. I see a small crowd of students all hovering at the entrance of the field. I look out to the distance and see Spacey standing next to another guy. A bang of jealousy hits me as I watch her smile at him. But just as he tries to touch her hand, I see her pull back nervously and step away. That cheeky son of a... I narrow my eyes as I start walking towards the field, when a hand suddenly grabs my arm and pulls me back. Isla?
You're going to do it, aren't you? Don't do it, Enix. Please.
I stare at her with a puzzled expression as she casts her gaze down. Eventually, she takes a deep breath before she looks up at me with teary eyes.
Your feelings won't be reciprocated. You know that.
So she guilted us? Wait a minute. I'm so confused as to what's going to happen here. There's no way to really know that unless I finally do this, Isla. Now, please, let me...
She doesn't love you, Enix!
My eyes widen as I watch Isla lose her composure. I sigh as I grab her hand to remove it from behind, but she puts her other hand over mine to stop me and begins to sob. So she cried you into a relationship? Should you... Wait.
She doesn't love you. She told me herself when he asked about you. She sees you as a friend and nothing more. The three of us have known each other for a long time. She's no reason to lie to me, Enix.
Oh my god, do not trust... Oh my god, of course you're going to trust your friend. I felt my heart drop at the words coming out of Isla's mouth. Without my consent, I felt as my months and years worth of courage I'd been trying to build up began to crumble in seconds. This fucking shady bitch. Just as I open my mouth to say something, Isla continues. This route hurts, man.
It's her, Enix. And the truth is, she's in love with someone else. So if you tell her now, your feelings will only burden her and ruin a lifelong friendship. Is that really what you want? To lose Spacey?
I look over to where Spacey is and watch her as she smiles and laughs with another guy. I can't make out what they're saying, but it no longer feels like I need to. I can only watch from afar as I feel my heart slowly break into countless fragmented pieces. Oh, you idiot! This is what... Every game. Just learn how to communicate, people! Talk to each other! Fix all these issues! But then we wouldn't need the game, because then we wouldn't have this angsty route. So, like, I get it, but it makes me angry still. I'm like, no, I know it's gonna be happy in the end, but I hate it right now, it hurts. But it's so good because it hurts. It gets you right in the feels. It's like a punch in the fucking chest. Do you feel like someone punched you in the heart and your heart kind of stopped for a second? You're like, oh god, I think I'm dying. Okay, it's beating again, I'm fine. It's kind of how I feel. I feel like I got punched in the fucking chest. Yeah. My heart stopped beating, the wind got knocked out of me, I might vomit a little bit. Like, yeah. So that's good. It's good writing. It makes you feel. Ugh, the angst. I'm only angry because it hurts me, and that's how I handle my pain. Because I get angry.
But I love you, Enix.
I
love you, Enix. I've loved you for so long, but I was always too afraid to tell you. I'm sorry that Spacey doesn't feel the same way about you, and she never will, but I do. I really do.
What kind of a slag is she? Like, I love you. Okay, I guess we'll go out. Yay! And he doesn't ever really love you, and you know he's never going to love you. He just stays with you because he's a little pathetic. But you crushed his soul is what you did. And that's the only reason he's with you, but you're totally cool with that? Damn, girl, get some pride in yourself. Hike up your tits and go find you a man who actually gives a shit about you. You're a bitch and we hate you, but like, don't you you should think you deserve better than this. You're just so desperately want what should be mine, literally because he's in love with me and I'm in love with him. You're that jealous that you'd be like,
I don't care if he fucking hates me. I have him.
My god, your life is sad. That's sad. She's sad and pathetic. Oh, anyway, I'm unable to process anything as I just simply stare at her crying. I sigh as I run my hands through my hair. Isla, listen, I'm sorry, but I don't... Suddenly she embraces me. I feel her shaking in my arms as she cries into my chest with the most intense emotion I've ever seen her show.
Please, Enix! Please! Just give me a chance! Give me one chance! I know I can make you happy! I can give you everything! Everything Spacey would have never given you! Just, please! Give me a chance to prove it!
This is not a good basis for a relationship, girl. You deserve better. Well, okay. You don't, because you're a bitch, and I think you're just manipulating him into being with you, but... Again, I feel like you show more pride in yourself and feel like I deserve a man that actually wants to be with me, not someone I guilted into it, but whatever. I look over at Spacey one last time before looking down at Isla. Oh, sweetie, and you should have had, like, the balls to tell her no. And I never had the courage to look back up again. You idiot. You are the dumbest fucking person. Don't ever treat me like I'm too stupid to exist. That is reserved for you. This hat will go on you. This is now the dunce cap. I'm putting it on the moon. It's the witch hat. You don't get... I'm not going to trash the hat like that. You don't even deserve the hat. I pick up the glass pieces as I'm careful not to damage the photograph. I place it by my bedside and reach for my phone, dialing Isla's number. After a few rings, she picks up. Hey, babe.
Oh, hi, darling. How are you?
I'm in better, I guess. We're having some crappy weather down here. Hey, listen, can we talk? I really need...
Sold out? What the hell do you mean they're sold out? Then why are they on display over there, you idiot? Well, I don't care. Find me your manager.
Oh my god, her name is Karen.
This is an outrage. I'll not leave without those shoes, you hear me?
Alright, you know what, I kind of understand her on that.
Ugh, useless employees. Ugh.
Is everything okay?
Oh, sorry, hon. I'm out shopping right now, so I'll talk to you when I get the chance later. It can wait, right? Great, bye. Love you! Mwah!
Before I'm even able to get a word out, the tone goes flat. This just makes you hate her even more. Like, they just really want you to hate her. I mean, obviously, because we're gonna fuck her boyfriend, so, like, we have to dislike her instead of being like, you know, but... Of course. If it's not her issue, it can always wait. He's so hot when he's scowling with this hair like that. I just... Can we... You're gonna rewind that for a second, so Paul, go skip back a scene and just look at that, because it was... Jesus. I saw it for a split second before it faded away, and I'm just like, oh! Little speed. I can't breathe. Not from being punched in the chest, but woo, you take my breath away, sweetie. Like, these boys are too pretty. I scowl as I throw my phone under the bed before letting out a deep sigh.
What you doing, Booger Boo?
Just as I head over to get a broom for the mess, my eyes land on a familiar notebook sitting on my table side. Oh, Philia put it back. She's watching. Philia's watching. What's this old thing doing here? I don't remember taking this out. As I turn through the pages of the notebook, I'm flooded with memories of simpler times and happier days. I can't help but crack a smile, a small smile as I read through mine Spacey's old drafts and sketches. Suddenly my smile fades as I land on a page with a particular tear in it. I beam as I place another open sketchbook in front of me, filled to the brim with designs and concepts I had spent endless nights creating and refining. This is Lumière's cousin. Don't know what his name is. I was trying to think of something something like Lumière, but not Lumiette. I don't know. Anyway, just figure it out. Well, what do you think? I've been working on this project for a really long time now, and lately I've been seriously thinking of pursuing it as a career. It's Isla, isn't it? And trust me, I've done my research. Indie game development is on the rise now more than ever, and there's so many amazing avenues for developers to take. I really think that...
Are you done?
What? Isla sighs as she crosses her hands and looks down at the tattered sketchbooks that lie in front of her with a frown.
Sweetie, look, don't take this the wrong way, but don't you think it's about time you stop talking about these silly games?
Don't you think it's about time that you hiked up your man balls and, like, told her to fuck off? Because she is, like, the worst. Do you not think you deserve better? Like, did you not ever... I mean, I understand you thought okay, you went on... But wasn't there a point in your head where you were like, fuck this, I'm better off alone? Like, my god, Enix, you need to get some self-esteem, boy. Some self-esteem. Some self-worth! That's what you need, some self-fucking-worth, so you realize that she's a slag and you need to get rid of her. Again, it wouldn't be as dramatic of a row if she wasn't around, but... Isla, why would you say that? You know they make me happy.
I know, darling, I know, but the reality is we're not kids anymore, Enix, and that's what I'm trying to get at. Isn't it about time you matured and moved on from all of this? I mean, you have so much potential, sweetie. I want you to make a lot of money because I expect a high-class life and I don't want to really actually work. Even though I'm going to get a law degree, but I'm probably just going to pay for it and I'm not going to be very good. So I'm going to need you to make money. I just hate to see you wasted on something so childish. It's not even practical. And besides, what would your brothers and your family honestly think? An indie game developer?
Maybe you should stop caring what other people fucking think about you.
You'd be better off sweeping floors, love.
I can't even form a response as I only sit there and look at the sketchbook sitting in front of me. Remembering all the dreams I once had. The times when writing in this notebook was the only thing that brought a smile on my face. Remembering my time with Spacey. Hope she doesn't fucking see that picture you drew me in there. And for the first time in my life, I feel like a complete fool for ever thinking life could be like my dreams. Yeah, well, I mean, we all feel like that most of the time. You can have your dreams, though. You're in a video game. Isla notices my silence and clears her throat before putting her perfectly manicured hand over mine.
I'm sorry, darling, but you know I'm right, don't you?
I sigh as I place the notebook inside a drawer and press my hands to my face. As I close my eyes, an overwhelming sense of depression looms over me. Suddenly my phone jingles. I stare at it for a few moments in contemplation of even checking it before I slowly reach over and pick it up. My eyes widen at the notification screen. Hey, I just wanted to send you these pictures from the exhibit we took on my phone. As I scroll down, my lips can't help but break into a small smile. I scroll through the goofy pictures we took in all sorts of angles and poses back at the exhibit. I save each of them onto my phone. Oh, Isla's gonna hate that. I can't help but stare at myself in the photos next to Spacey, wearing a giant, genuine smile in each one. I can't remember the last time I genuinely smiled in a photo like this. Before high school graduation. These are awesome. Thank you for sending me these, Spacey. No problem. It was a lot of fun. I let out a sigh of relief I didn't even know I was holding. Thank God. She doesn't seem too upset. I was really worried. He's so sexy with his hair like this. I grab my phone as I stare at her contact screen. It's an old picture we took in high school together. Her eyes twinkle from across my phone screen. Damn it, I want to see her so much. Suddenly my doorbell rings. Is it me? I peep through the door hole and see the face I've been wanting to see the most. Without a second thought, I swing the door open, standing there in a towel. Spacey? Did I come at a bad time? Huh? I look down to realize I'm still in nothing but a pair of sweats from my shower. Looks like I came... Did I come at the wrong time? No, I just got out of the shower. Yeah, I was hoping you were just getting into it so we could go to one together, but yeah, alright. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. I'll go get changed real quick. No, it's fine. I won't be here long. Just wanted to know if I could borrow some sugar. I'm baking something and I ran out. Yeah, sure. You're here for the sugar. I bet you are. Chapter 7 is usually when we get boned, by the way. Noticed a trend. So I'm just saying, this is chapter 6. Baking? At this hour? But you usually only do that when... sure. I'll go grab it for you. One sec. As I hand her the pack of sugar, I realize she hasn't looked me in the eyes once. Use as much as you want, but don't worry if it runs out. Thanks, but I shouldn't need too much. I'll return it later. Good night, Enix. As she turns to leave, my body reacts on its own as I grab her arm and pull her back to me. Kiss me. God damn it. Surprised, she finally looks up at me as I stare into her eyes. This is, like, disgustingly romantic. Fucking kiss me. Why won't you look at me? It's because of last night. No, I already told you nothing happened, Enix. You worry too much, you know? She smiles, but I know it's fake. I bite my lip as I try my absolute best to keep my emotions in check, and I slowly let her go. Are you sure you're okay? I'm fine, dummy. I'm gonna get back to my place now, okay? I have sweets in the oven. I'll come by to share them with you when I'm done. He's like, you only bake when you're depressed. Oh, this is so sad. He's sad and she's crying. Oh, I don't like this one. It's beautiful, but I don't like it. It hurts. This is a bad CG. Bad CG, you hurt my heart. Oh, it's not a bad... It's just... It hurts me. That's why it's a bad CG. It's not actually a bad CG. You know what I'm saying. Like, oh, why do you hurt me like this? Oh! These angsty things. These angsty routes. You know everything's going to be happy, but it still hurts. You're like, but what if it's not? What if this is like... What if this is like that game who should not be named that ripped my heart out and made me ugly cry? Like, I'm not even kidding. As I watch her leave, I slowly close my door. I stand behind it for a few seconds, not knowing she's still on the other side, feeling as empty inside as I am. Oh. We're gonna keep going because we've got to wait till chapter 7 starts, so I'm sorry. It's gonna be a long part. You're gonna have to deal with it like you care. You're having fun and you know it. I walk back into my room to see the notebook I had just put away is now lying on my bed, open to the page of Spacey's drawing. The last one I had drawn of her smiling. And he's like, what the? I look around suspiciously. I don't see the invisible penguin. See? Look at that angry with the hair. It's hot. If someone's in here, you might as well come out. No answer. I search through my apartment with my bat in hand, trying to deduce if someone sneaked in, but I find no one. As I head back into my room, I pick up something off the floor. Cheese? Shaking my head of any weird thoughts, I simply write it off as a side effect of stress and toss it in the garbage. He's like, wait, she mentioned... I need to ask you something. What did you say about getting the tickets? Oh, I got them from a magical, invisible, cheese-eating penguin. I think that cheese-eating penguin was in my fucking apartment. What? I mean, what? It's not like she touched her notebook and put it back. I told her to put the notebook back. What? Nothing? I lie down in bed and stare at the still open notebook of Spacey's sketch. I love Philia. Obviously she's the one that did it, but I stare at the drawing as memories of the day I drew it come rushing back to me. Spacey suddenly turns to me and beams a giant smile. Oh! What about a princess? A princess isn't an RPG... Oh, isn't an RPG class. We can just randomly throw that in there. Oh, why not? You can make it so that the sprite slaps the enemies with, like, giant ornate fans. That would be so cute. That sounds ridiculous. Oh, come on! Says the one who just wants to draw giant swords and monsters. Think of your female audience, you dumbbutt. I let out a sigh as I stretch out my hands before falling on my back to look at the blue sky. Sheesh. This is harder than I thought. But you can do it. I know you can. I look up to see Spacey with an earnest smile on her face. If there's anyone in the world who can make something this amazing come to life, it's you, Enix. I just know it is. How come, huh? Why do you always have so much faith in me? Because I love you. I watch as Spacey stands up and walks a few paces away from me before turning around with a warm expression. Because you're you, Enix. It's as simple as that. Don't you get it? You're naturally someone who people look up to, dummy. That's why they voted you team captain. You may not see it, boop, but everyone else sees how hard you work. You inspire people, Enix. You make them smile. People really listen to you. The water tower. So don't doubt yourself. And even if you do, I'll always be here to smack you straight. Got it? Thank you, Spacey. That's what best friends are for, right? I'll always believe in you, dummy, even if the whole world doesn't. I always will. That's a promise, okay? I close my eyes for a few moments before opening them again. I look at the notebook one last time as I think of Spacey's smiling face. And I see a pink penguin stealing cheese out of my trash. It's as if suddenly everything makes sense for once in my life. A small spark of courage ignites in my heart, but it's all I need to propel me forward. She's been there. She's always been there for me. And ever since, all I've done is lie, hurt, and run from her. But that ends now. I'm done lying to myself, to Spacey, and to everyone around me. And I'm done trying to pretend to be someone I'm not. Yay! Magical boy transformation! I reach towards my phone and redial a number. After a few rings, a voice answers.
Hun, I told you I'm busy.
Oh my god, he's breaking up with her. Isla, cut the crap. We need to talk. Now. Oh my god, is he breaking up with her? Good boy! Good boy! Anyway, we're going to wrap this part up here and we will start in episode 7. Like, look, I don't know if we get boned in episode 7, but it usually happens around that point. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. We'll find out next time. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.